Welcome to Study Loop.
First, let's connect atoms in the same order as they're connected in those models. Next, we need to keep in mind that for nitrogen, if it's neutral, it's usually 3-valent. If it's positively charged, it's 4-valent. For oxygen, if it's neutral, it's usually bivalent. If it's negatively charged, it's 1-valent. Both nitrogen and oxygen, they're elements of period 2. So according to the electron octet rule, the number of electrons cannot exceed 8. It means the number of covalent bonds cannot exceed 4. For the first structure, let's connect nitrogen to oxygen and bring oxygen to the neutral state with 2 bonds, and nitrogen to the maximum valence state 4. It will put positive charge on nitrogen and negative charge on oxygens. We need to make sure that the molecule remains neutral. Now let's put remaining electron pairs. For oxygen, there are 2 pairs. For negatively charged oxygen, 3 pairs. And for neutral oxygen, 2 pairs. There are no lone pairs on nitrogens. For the second molecule, we do the same thing. First, we try to bring as many atoms as possible to the neutral valence state. And again, we'll have a nitrogen with a positive charge, oxygen with a negative charge. We'll place 2 electron pairs on each neutral oxygen and 3 electron pairs on each negatively charged oxygen. The 4-valent nitrogen has no pairs, and for 3-valent nitrogen, there is 1 pair to bring the number of electrons around nitrogen to 8. For this model, we use a very similar approach as to the first one, just there is no oxygen between nitrogens. Nitrogen ore. Let's connect those 2. Then oxygen is bivalent, it's neutral, and nitrogen is bivalent. So it's missing 1 electron from being 3-valent. So it's a free radical. Now let's add electrons to make sure there are 8 electrons around each atom. So for oxygen, there will be 2 pairs, and 1 pair goes to oxygen to keep it neutral. The nuclear charge of nitrogen is 5, and we have 5 electrons around nitrogen which belong exclusively to that nitrogen. For nitrogen dioxide, we just connect nitrogen and oxygen with double bond, plus charges and lone electron pairs. And for the last one, nitrous oxide, Let's put 3 bonds between nitrogen. So this nitrogen is natural. It has 3 bonds, neutral charge, and lone pairs. And to remove those to make sure that we don't exceed 8 electrons around nitrogen. Then this nitrogen is 4-valent. It has a positive charge. And this oxygen has a negative charge and 3 lone pairs.